It's Patrick, founder of Screenplay app, the app for student screenwriters. Every week, I recommend a new screenplay for you to read to get a better understanding about the art of screenwriting. Today's recommended read is The Force Awakens, which is the seventh film in the Star Wars universe. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, if you don't know by now. I've seen all the films. I remember when this film was coming out, I was very excited. I saw the film, and the film was okay. It's not my best out of the whole series. So I decided to read the screenplay. I read the screenplay, and the screenplay was how I imagined it was going to read, meaning that it read very generic. There were about 3 writers who wrote the screenplay, and you could see because the screenplay did not have any particular unique voice, it felt like it was written in a committee, which I'm sure it probably was. Star Wars is a huge franchise, so I'm sure the writers were giving specific directions, meaning they had to check this box or that box, and it read that way. And when I saw the film, I could see why the film came out the way it came out, because I read the screenplay, and I don't know, it didn't have any unique voices. It felt like it was written by a whole bunch of people in a corporate office, if that makes sense. This is not to say the film wasn't good. Yes, the film was okay. I enjoyed it, and if you love the film, that's fine. I'm talking about the screenplay. You're probably asking, why am I recommending this screenplay? I'm recommending this screenplay for one particular technique that I found was very, very useful. Do dialogue. I'm not sure if you know what do dialogue is. If you don't, I'll explain it to you. Do dialogue is when 2 characters are talking over each other or at the same time. You'll see on the screenplay on the left side, you have the character name and the dialogue. They're talking. On the right side of the same line, you have another character name and the character talking. Normally, when you read this, obviously our brain works in a very unique way. We can't read the both dialogue at the same time. It's meant to be performed at the same time, meaning actors, when they're reading the screenplay, if they see those do dialogue, the one on the left and the one on the right, they know to talk at the same time. This is good if you're trying to show chaos, argument, if people are talking over each other. I'm not sure if you use this in your screenplay. I use it a lot. Not a lot, but I use it often, especially when I'm trying to show chaos in a scene. One particular detail about this, though, they don't just use do dialogue. Instead, let's say on the left side of the page, they may have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different individuals talking at the same time. And on the same line, to the right side of the page, they have like 5 or 6 different individuals talking at the same time. So if the do dialogue shows chaos, then imagine 5 or 6 different people or groups talking at the same time. It's very crazy. When I first read it, I was thinking to myself, what is happening here? All these people talking at the same time. It just looks so crowded on the page. It was chaotic. That was purposeful. The same way I was feeling chaos and loss while I was reading it, the scene was meant to be chaotic and crazy. If you have a particular scene like that you want to try to write, where there's a lot of things happening at the same time, people are talking over each other, this is a good example. The Force Awakens. You should read the screenplay just for that particular reason. I don't recommend reading the screenplay to get an idea on how to write a unique screenplay. This is not knocking the writers. It's just that because there were so many writers, the screenplay just felt that it just felt very generic. And when I recommend a screenplay to you, I don't want to recommend generic screenplays. I want to recommend screenplays that are unique, have unique voices. However, sometimes I recommend a screenplay for specific techniques that are used. In this example, the do dialogue, or in this case, it's more than 2, 5, 6 people talking at the same time. So yes, read The Force Awakens. I will link the screenplay for The Force Awakens in the description below. Remember, this is for educational purposes only. If you're thinking about writing your first screenplay, go to your favorite app store, download Screenplay app today. The link is in the description below. Remember to always have fun writing. Fade out.